that those farmers, ranchers, and forest landowners are, addressed respectively, and they'll be able to be updated upon, how to prepare for the impacts of climate change. The USDA established 7 new regional climate hubs that are implemented in order to help farmers and ranchers adopt, different things into their operations in order to prevent changing climate. So that's another positive. So by at least highlighting the importance of farmers, ranchers, and those who are involved in just other types of wildlife, we'll be able to actually make sure that the government, is legally responsible for making sure that that nature is being represented and being considered in regards to how they choose to make decisions. Otherwise, we'll be given tools for being able to deal with climate resilience, which is a positive. A goal that is going to ensure that particular guideline is to include existing and newly developed climate preparedness tools and information that state, local, and private sector leaders need to make smart decisions. So again, luckily, a lot of these goals are being implemented to help out those that are working on local levels. And if we make sure that those local levels are addressed, we'll actually be able to make changes that are sustainable and that are efficient. In 2014, in this way, the administration launched the Climate Data Initiative, which is supposed to bring together extensive open government data and innovation competitions to actually develop those resilience tools for communities. So a lot of money and a lot of, energy is going to be put into making sure that we can update technology that will make us more sustainable. So a lot of people who are involved with the biotech industry should be able to be involved with such a plan, for example, the Climate Data Initiative, and that will make it so that, it's definitely going to be advanced forward and pushed forward, and it's going to be modern and updated. So that's going to be a collaborative effort that will be brought about due to people who are involved in different agencies, but who are at least united in terms of the goal of sustainability. Otherwise, also occurring in 2014, the administration released the Climate Resilience Toolkit, which is supposed to respond to the Climate Data Initiative. So through having a compilation of data, we're going to be able to form toolkits. And those toolkits will be able to provide access to federal tools that can help planners make decisions that will be able to help out in terms of the whole situation of changing climate. So federal tools should maybe come in the form of grants or other sort of, types of legislation that will make things easier for those who want to make the world more sustainable, and that's definitely a plus. So look forward to that if you want to take action in that particular way. Otherwise, of course, through implementing this plan, we'll be able to reduce the risk of droughts and wildfires. And in order to do that, we need to make it easier for communities to get the assistance they need to adapt to drier conditions. And unfortunately, that dryness is coming about due to climate change. Something that should help with that is the National Drought Resilience Partnership that released the National Wildfire Cohesive Strategy. So that strategy should be able to make it so that, again, we can become just overall more sustainable. So with that, we are going to conclude today's episode of Above Gravity. Today's episode was, again, primarily focused on climate resilience, agriculture productivity, resilient hospitals, and just climate change in particular that is due to extreme weather. So if people were to be able to take notice of all those different categories and what's going on, we would be able to become more informed based upon what's going on and make sure that we're actually able to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and cut energy waste. So a lot of, those goals are going to be brought forward due to projects that are being released by the White House, making it so that we can, as a workforce, or as a nation at least, to be able to contribute to sustainability, which is going to be a good example for those who wish to be involved with sustainability around the globe. So again, it's all positive, which is really great. Anything that is pushing forward sustainability will make sure that our future generations will be able to prosper that much, more comfortably. So again, by making sure you understand that we need to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, if you're able to understand that, then you can contribute to the effort of making the world more sustainable and thus making it so that we can live in a more efficient, better world. This program was made possible by San Joaquin Delta College, the Delta College Radio Television Department, the KWDC Foundation, and members of KWDC, and listeners like you. In addition, I want to thank KWDC management, including General Manager William Story, Station Manager Governor Don Mazuski, Program Director Mark Iliong, Assistant Program Directors Annie Buriel and Pistol Pete. I also want to thank Dante Henry and Matt Mackey for their help and assistance, which we all just really appreciate here on the station. Otherwise, with that, again, we thank listeners like you. And if you're interested in climate change, tune in again to Above Gravity. We come here at 10 a.m. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So if you're interested in sustainability, just tune in, as always, to 93.5 FM, The Voice of Stockton.
When you're pregnant, there are a lot of things you can't control, like the sex of your baby.
Looks like you're having a boy.
Or all the changes to your body.
I guess I won't be wearing these pants anymore.
You can't even control how you feel sometimes.
I've got to have a bacon sandwich with strawberries right now.
But although many aspects of your pregnancy remain uncertain, there are some things you may have control over. Quitting smoking is one of them. Deciding not to smoke while pregnant is the first step you can take to reduce the risks of premature delivery, low birth weight, childhood asthma, SIDS, and other problems. It's one of the most important things you can do for your baby's health. We can help you learn to quit. Call Great Start at 1-866-66-START because you have enough surprises already.
Oh my gosh, where did my waist go?
Every baby deserves a great start. Brought to you by the American Legacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
If suddenly you're numb or weak on one side, limb, or face.
It could be a stroke. Get help. Don't wait.
Maybe it's a loved one suddenly slurring their speech or dizzy.
Call 911 and get medical help quickly.
Blacks have a higher occurrence. Do you want to know more?
Call 1-888-4STROKE or visit www.strokeassociation.org. Time lost is brain lost.
A public service message brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Mark Spitz. I've been swimming all my life. I've won gold medals, even broken world records, but that doesn't mean that I'll go boating without wearing my life jacket. This year, too many people will die from related accidents, and more than 80% of the drowning victims aren't wearing a life jacket. Accidents happen fast on the water. Even the best swimmers in the world can end up in trouble. That's why the U.S. Coast Guard recommends that you always wear your life jacket. Remember, it can't save your life unless you. This message brought to you by the National Boating Council and the States Coast Guard.
We've been married a year.
And in business together 2 months.
Oh, yeah, big move for us.
And for our future 9 children.
Oh, our future children.
With lots of worries with your own business, including fire, flood, or cyber attack.
Yeah, so we went to ready.gov and downloaded free templates and checklists for an emergency preparedness plan.
Because without the business, we can never afford baseball mitts for 9 kids.
Oh.
Go to ready.gov for details on creating an emergency preparedness plan. Becoming a success is hard work. Protecting it isn't. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Ad Council, and this station.
Well, AISI. It was NBD.
You don't know what your kids are saying online or who they're saying it to. A lot of times, neither do they. Every day, children are sexually solicited online. To protect your kids' online life and to get a full list of acronyms kids are using, call 1-800-THE-LOST or visit cybertipline.com. Help delete online predators. A message from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Paul McCartney on behalf of RAD. If you're drinking, you can't drive my car or any car. And remember, don't drink and drive. It's just not worth it.
But you can do something in between. Baby, you public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
This is 93.5 KWDC, and you're listening to the Stockton Arts Showcase. We appreciate you tuning in today. We have a great interview today, so listen in, keep tuning in. We'll be right back.